Runner gets his lead and he goes, and that's swung on and drilled to right field. It's not going to stay in the park. It's gone. Wells with a 2-run bomb to right field on a 3-2 pitch. And the Rams of Philadelphia University take an early 2-0 lead. He got all of that one.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Heck couldn't get control of the outside fastball. He couldn't get the ball on the outside corner, so he kept trying to bust him inside and just got too much of the plate, and he drilled that one over the right field wall.
So Wells collects his 4th home run. He takes over the team lead in that category. He's up to 6 RBI now. And a 2-0 lead for the Rams right off the bat. And against Charlie Heck, that is the first home run he surrendered this year. And the first pitch to Michael Melendez is taken for a ball, 1-0. Melendez, the designated hitter for the Rams. And a great batting average as well. He's 8 for 16 in the early going of the season. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Melendez has homered once already this year with a couple of runs batted in. Also has a double to his credit. Hecht with a pitch, and that was fouled off the fist to the top of the backstop. And the count goes to 1-2. He really got jammed on that one. Kept barreling in on the thumbs. So Melendez will try to hit out of a 1-2 hole as Hecht holds the ball out in front of him and goes to work 1-2. Strike 3 on a nice changeup. Got the outside corner for strike 3 for the second strikeout of the inning. But the Rams do pick up 2 runs. The hit batsman comes back to bite Hecht as well. 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. And we will go to the bottom of the first for the Bobcats' first at bat of the evening and the series. Back in just a moment, GC Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. Well, that wasn't much fun.
Nope, not at all.
Hopefully we can return the favor here.
Yeah, two out hit by pitch definitely really hurts you.
Yeah. That was not good.
Yeah, and he couldn't get that outside corner on Wells.
Wells, yeah. He kept going, like you said, further and further away instead of just trying to.
Then he had to bust him inside, and that's what hurt him.
Now, I don't know if this is the draft guy that Coach was talking about. They got another lefty too.
Oh, wow.
But possible draft prospect. I'll let you do our starters. Back with you at Kurtz Field, bottom of the first. Bobcats trail at 2-0, and time to find out the Bobcats starting lineup here tonight. Andrew?
Yeah, leading off is going to be the center fielder Logan Maddox, who started all 13 games for us this season, 340 batting average, got 2 homers and 14 RBIs. And then batting second will be the second baseman Garrett Green, who's also started in all 13 games with a 306 average, no homers, 7 RBIs. And then batting third will be the catcher Brandon Purcell, 346 average on the season, started all 13 games, behind the plate, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. And then batting cleanup will be Brandon Benson, who's leading the team in home runs and RBIs, 7 homers, 20 RBIs. Batting fifth, Nate Small, the left fielder. Batting sixth, first baseman Clayton Ayers. Batting seventh, right fielder Wesley Womack. Batting eighth, the DH Josh Fellows. Batting ninth, the freshman third baseman Cal Gentry.
Thank you, sir. And we will see Logan Maddox stand in at the plate, a 340 batting average. First pitch way high and outside from the left-hander, 1-0 to Logan Maddox. Maddox with 2 home runs, 14 RBI. Of course, he had the cycle against Albany State in the first 4 at-bats.
Well, that's impressive.
Outside.
That's impressive. First 4 at-bats getting the cycle.
Yeah.
Don't see that a whole lot.
And the last at-bat came in the 5th inning. And he looks at the automatic. Well, not exactly automatic, but it was a strike. It's 2-1 now. They count on Logan. Got the triple, as you heard Coach say they were going to hold him up at second, but the right fielder bobbled it just briefly as that one skied out of play to the right side behind their dugout. And the count evens up at 2-2 on Logan Maddox. And the triple was the last one that he got. So
the hardest one.
The hardest one to get was the last hit he got, and he was able to complete the cycle. So Maddox standing in, a 2-2 pitch to him from Almonte. And a fastball is drilled foul to the right, a little bit tardy on the heat. It's still 2-2 to Logan Maddox. Maddox with 4 doubles and that triple. Don't forget that triple. He won't forget it for a long time, I'm sure. 2-2 pitch to him. Strike 3 called outside corner at the knees, and Maddox tips his cap as he heads back to the dugout.
It was a great pitch on the outside part of the plate by Almonte, and he got the call from the umpire. Just nice pitch.
Let's check the numbers on Almonte for the season. He is 0-1 with a 5.06 earned run average. This will be his second appearance and second start, pitched in 5 1/3 innings before. And Garrett Green sends a fly ball to center field to his right, and moving in and making the grab is Joa, and that's 2 outs very quickly here for the Bobcats in the bottom of inning number 1. So Green, first pitch swinging, sends the fly ball out to center field. He will not be able to add to his .306 batting average.
Didn't even get to talk about his stats.
No.
First pitch swinging.
These guys are jumping on it here. Batting third is the catcher, Brandon Purcell. He looks at a strike. It's 0-1 on Brandon. Purcell, a .346 batting average. He has 2 homers and 17 runs batted in. That leads the club. Benson is the tops in RBI with 20. A swing and a foul tip off the body of the catcher.
This Purcell's second on the team in RBIs behind Benson.
So Brandon will have to battle from an 0-2 hole here with 2 out and nobody on. Almonte with a leg kick and the pitch inside. Didn't miss by much. Also didn't miss Purcell by much.
He got his knees out of the way, otherwise would have been going right for the kneecap.
1-2 now to the Bobcat catcher. We got back-to-back Brandons in the lineup again. Outside, tried to get him to fish on a letter-high fastball away, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, I got him off the plate with the previous pitch, and then tried to get the outside corner, just too far outside.
Almonte settles back on the slab and pitches 2-2 to Brandon Purcell. Checks his swing. It's high and away again, and it's 3-2. So Purcell trying to coax a 2-out free pass here and maybe extend the inning like the Rams did.
Of course, after the 2-out hit by pitch that they had in the top of the inning led to the home run.
3-2 pitch hit in the air to left center field. Center fielder back, so is the left fielder. Center fielder is going to call him off, and that's Joa with a grab. Warning track power for Purcell that time. Bobcats go out in order in their half of the first inning. GC trails 2-0 at the end of 1. We'll be back in just a moment for Bobcat Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. By the movement on his pitches, this guy might be the draftable kid. Is he?
Yeah, none of their pitchers have very good ERAs.
No. Well, heck, you've given
after
up.
all those offensive all the offensive games that they played in. Yeah, there's a Abraham Almonte in the MLB right now.
Oh, really?
Okay. Outfielder for the Indians.
Ah. Aren't you just a fountain of knowledge here today? That's good. We can. I'm sure you can work that in somewhere.
Course. Especially if we have another high-scoring game, I'm sure we'll need a couple of things to talk about.
Yes, try to keep folks from flipping the dial.
Of course.
Top of the second inning coming up. Timothy Broadhag, the second baseman, Peter DeMeglio, the third baseman, and Matthew McGee, the catcher, are due up for the Rams, who own a 2-0 lead on the 2-run home run by Stephen Wells. So Charlie Heck got the first 2 batters out, then he hit Caranta with a pitch on the very first offering, and that extended the inning, and that allowed Wells to step to the plate.
It always hurts whenever you have a 2-out base runner on either walk, hit by pitch, error, any way that it gets on. It usually ends up coming back to bite you, and that's what happened in the top of the first inning.
Boy, that's a bright orange bat we've got in the hands of Timothy Broadhag. It's almost softball-ish.
Yes.
First pitch fastball, tailed away, and it's 1-0. Left-handed hitting Broadhag, the second baseman, swings and fouls it off the fist to the left out of play. And the count evens up at 1-1 on Broadhag, a .200 batting average. He does have an RBI. And a swing and a pitch low in the dirt almost, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, got him to chase on that off-speed pitch, see if he'll come back with another one or if he'll go with the fastball.
Charlie's got a great changeup and a good breaking ball and a heavy fastball. That one skied out of play to the left up on the third base bank. We got a few folks in their vehicles and outside the vehicles. Hopefully they're tuned into the radio and following along. Broadhag awaits a 1-2 offering again from Heck. There's a changeup, and there's a swing and a miss, and there's strikeout number 3.
Yeah, great pitch by Hecht. Nice changeup in the dirt and just dropped off the table, and he swung right over it.
So Broadhag retired here in the second inning for Peter DeMeglio. And DeMeglio on the season also at 200 with 2 hits in 10 tries. Both have been doubles, though, and he's driven in a run. He'll swing and foul one out of play to the right. It's 0-1. Home plate umpire is going to need a new reservoir of baseballs. He signals to the Bobcat bench.
DeMeglio, number 49, a very odd number to see in baseball.
Chopper to the right side. Green has to come in on it and make the play. Big one high hop off the dirt in front of the plate and bounded up high to the second baseman, and Green was up to the challenge.
Yeah, nice Sunday hop by Green. Got it right up in the air. Nice easy play to first base. Had he
stayed back, it probably would have taken a really wicked hop on him. So he did a good job of coming up on it. 2 up and 2 down again for the Rams, and here's Matthew McGee, their catcher, and he looks at a fastball inside for a ball. 1-0. And checking out the stats for McGee, he is 0 for 5 on the season so far, as he's playing in his 3rd ball game. And it's 1-1 now to McGee, right-handed hitting catcher. And the first 1-1 pitch, liner up the middle, base hit, almost took the glove off of Charlie Heck.
Another 2-out base runner, which will, and like I said, end up coming back to bite you. Hopefully we can get the 3rd out right here.
Yeah, McGee just stayed back on that one and drove it right up the middle.
Right back where it came from.
Exactly. And you'll see Cal Gentry do that a lot, the Bobcat third baseman.
Leading the team in average.
Yes, yes. Dan Klusman comes up. Is it Klusman or Klusman? I don't know if we got a pronunciation on Dan's last name, but he's hitting .333, 6 out of 18 for the year, and he takes a curveball outside for a ball. Did you say Klusman when you introduced him, or?
I think I said Klusman.
Klusman? Well, we'll go with Klusman.
We'll go with Klusman
until we're corrected, and I'm sure we will be. 1-0 pitch, just missed inside, and it's 2-0. Charlie doing a little nibbling on the right-handed hitter here. Klusman with a homer and an RBI. Also has a double among his 6 hits. A 2-out single keeps the inning going for the Rams. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that one's hit in the gap, right center field. Trouble for the Bobcats. It's going to be up against the wall. Grabbed by the center fielder. That is Maddox. He'll throw it back in. They're going to hold the runner at third as the relay throw came into the plate. Coach Horvath threw up the stop sign there.
Didn't want to risk getting the 3rd out at home plate.
Another blast off Heck, and that one didn't miss by much, getting out of here as well.
No, one hop the wall, tailing away from Maddox in center field. Ended up with a double, and now you got the leadoff hitter up.
And now Nolan Belcher, the Bobcats pitching coach, will come out and have a quick word with Charlie Hecht, who's done a good job of getting the first 2 batters he's faced each inning, but the next batters have been hard to get retired. And very quick word from Coach Belcher, and he heads back to the third base dugout. Nolan knows of what he speaks. 2-time national champion with the South Carolina baseball program, state champion, I think 4 times at Greenbrier High School.
Yeah, I'd say he's got a pretty nice repertoire.
There you go. Got that resume pretty well banked. And time called at the plate. He also coached in the Peach Belt at USC Aiken.
Oh,
Came
nice.
over from Aiken to here. So we're glad we could pilfer the Pacers a little bit.
Definitely.
Back to the top of the order for Joa. The center fielder takes it down low for a ball, 1-0. Joa's second at bat, first time up in the first inning. He flew out to center field. So he's got a couple more teammates in scoring position here with 2 down. Charlie Heck with the set. And the 1-0 pitch. Breaking pitch inside corner for a strike. That really just crossed right over the heart of the plate.
He's lucky he didn't get a swing out of Joa.
Charlie, the junior from Johns Creek, Georgia, and Johns Creek High School. Time requested as Joa backs out of the box. Now he's back in. He crowds that plate on the left side.
Try and bust him inside probably with a fastball, get him off the plate.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's lined to right, base hit. They're going to score 1 run. Rounding third and heading to the plate without a throw is Klusman. And it's a 4-0 lead for the Rams. A 2 RBI single for Richard Joa to give Philadelphia a 4-0 advantage.
Once again, Heck just left the pitch over the heart of the plate. Kind of a little bit out in front, but it was able to drive it over the second baseman's head and scored both runs.
So Joa on at first. He's got his RBI total up to 5 for the year. And Hecht has given up 2 runs each inning. And the first pitch swinging on the fastball is David McTaggart. The shortstop misses. He struck out swinging the first time up. Bobcats have got the bullpen busy already.
Not a good sign to have your bullpen warming up in the second inning.
Not at all. Didn't get a really good look at the number, but I think it might be Grant Kahn.
Yeah, it is Grant Kahn.
It's the orange glove down there. You can just always tell that the Texans loosening up down in the bullpen with that orange glove. The 0-1 pitch to McTaggart, and he swings and fouls one toward the Bobcat bullpen, and it'll get out of play. It's 0-2. So Heck really needs an out here.
0-2 pitch, can't leave it too close to the plate. Try and get him to chase something.
The right-hander sets and pitches, runners going, swing and a miss, strike 3. But the damage done, they got 2 more runs on the Bobcats on a single, a double, and a 2 RBI single by Joa. 4-0 as GC comes up in the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to GC Baseball on Sports Radio 1450.
Not a good way to start.
No, especially
with your ace on the mound.
Yeah. They're Friday night ace. Heck, you give them a 4-0 lead.
Anyone will be happy with that.
Oh, yeah.
Any pitcher.
Access to all auction items and enter into $10,000 first raffle. Call 478-445-6341 for more information.
Bobcat cleanup hitter Brandon Benson will start things off, followed by Nate Schmall and Clayton Ayers, and you're giving Abraham Almonte, a good pitcher, a 4-run lead after the first 2 at-bats by his offense.
Yeah, of course, any pitcher would love a 4-0 lead, especially when you have your ace on the mound. So hopefully the Bobcats can strike, even get 1 run across this inning would be nice.
Got to start chipping away here. Can't be sent down in order again like they were in the first frame.
Especially when you got your 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up.
Here's Brandon, and the Bobcat shortstop hitting from the right side, and the first pitch from the lefty is inside for a ball, 1-0. Benson at 264. He would really like to get that batting average up there, but the power numbers are there. 7 home runs to lead the club and 20 RBI to pace the Bobcats. He'll chip one foul out of play toward the softball diamond right side.
Yeah, of course, like you said, when he's leading the team in homers and RBIs, you kind of expect a lower batting average, but he would like to get it up from that 265 mark.
See if strikeouts have been an issue. Not really, only 5 Ks so far. And he swings and chops one foul the other side. Bounces down toward the Bobcat bullpen. 1-2 now the count on Brandon Benson. Leading off the second with the Bobcats trailing 4-0. Almonte with a new baseball to work with. Benson steps back in and awaits the pitch. Fastball inside, almost got a piece of the knee.
It looks like Almonte's been trying to get the inside part of the plate and almost hitting the batter, so I guess it looks like he's trying to get him off the plate, maybe work the outside part of the plate after.
Now it's pop foul out of play to the right behind their dugout. And the count remains 2-2 on Brandon Benson. Almonte out of Danbury, Connecticut, pitches 2-2, down on the dirt, skips off the plate, boxed around by McGee. Brandon, 6 foot, 190, the senior from Loganville out of Grayson High School. Lettered in both baseball and football for Grayson. Over the last 3 years, he's accumulated a .318 batting average here at GC, and there's a base hit to left. Hopefully a good start to the Bobcat offense there.
Yeah, of course, great way to start the inning, working the count, got it to a full count, and then got a hit in between the shortstop and third baseman.
Right through the shortstop hole, and that'll
Right
bring Nate Schmall to the plate.
Now batting left fielder number 7, Nate Small.
Nate in his first season with the Bobcats after transferring in from Chattanooga State. He was an academic All-American last season in the NJCAA at Chat State. And he stands in on the left side. Schmall, a .310 batting average at the plate. And he looks at a good pitch on the outside corner at the knees. That had a little giddy up behind it.
Yeah, let's see if he can work the lefty-lefty matchup.
Schmall with 2 homers, 9 runs batted in, also has a trio of doubles on the year. Almonte pitching from the stretch for the first time. Takes a long look straight at the runner, lifts the right leg and pitches. Swing and a foul off the plate back toward the backstop, and Schmall's in an 0-2 hole. Nate may have helped him out on that one.
Yeah, it looked like it was a low pitch going into the dirt. And, yeah, he swung, fouled it off, so now he got an 0-2 count.
Schmall, a native of Cumming, Georgia, and a graduate of South Forsyth High School. Awaiting the 0-2 offering from Almonte. Short lead at first, down 4-0. Oh, Schmall bailed him out there. He is out. And the runner from first is headed to second. He will get in there safely. Schmall struck out on a pitch in the dirt again. The second strikeout for Almonte, but Benson takes advantage of the pitch getting away from the catcher and scoots down to second.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Benson knew that he didn't have to go to second base because first base was occupied. So even though the ball went away from the catcher, he didn't have to go because Schmall was already out. So either way, it ended up working out.
And we'll check with Reed if that's a pass ball or a stolen base for gave him a pass ball on the catcher McGee. It's inside for a ball. 1-0 to Clayton Ayers, the Bobcat first baseman. Clayton, a .320 batting average in his senior season here with the Bobcats. Right out of the gate, hitting the ball hard. A home run, 12 RBI. Also 6 doubles, second best on the team. Pitches low and inside. McGee has to go to his left and almost out of the batter's circle to corral it.
Ayers not with going with the stirrups today. He's actually got the pants down with the pinstripes.
We'll have to get a sock update. That's something that Al always does.
Oh, of course.
So you'll be in charge of the sock update as the day rolls along here.
Sounds good to me.
2-0 pitch to Clayton. It swung on, popped up, foul, right side. It's going to get out of play back behind their dugout and up near the flagpole stand. Flagpole stand?
I
That's
guess
redundant, isn't it? Got still a good-sized breeze coming in from left field right now. We had about a 10-15 mile an hour wind for some of the day today, and it hasn't lost much of its bluster. It's a cool evening. Winter is still around in Milledgeville.
With the sun going down, it's just going to get colder as the game goes on.
2-1 pitch. McGee has to dig it out of the dirt behind the plate. It's 3-1 now to Clayton Ayers.
It's one of the first times in the game that the Bobcats are actually ahead in the count than behind the count most of the game so far, even though it is still early.
Got to work it here, and Clayton Ayers is pretty good at doing that. Right-handed hitting first baseman awaits a 3-1 pitch. Monte deals low and inside, ball 4. So the Bobcats get runners at first and second on a base hit, a pass ball, and a walk. First walk surrendered by Almonte. And that'll bring Wesley Womack to the plate. The Bobcat right fielder again today, and even 300 for his season. He has started in all the ball games so far for Coach Eller, and has patrol right field for the most part. Peach Belt Conference Freshman of the Year last year. Digs in deep on the left-hand hitter's box. Waves the bat menacingly in front of the dish. And the first pitch from the left-hander Almonte is on the way, and it's down low. And McGee again having to box that one around. He's been going to earn his per diem here in the second inning alone, huh?
Yeah, it looks like Almonte is having a little bit of control issues this inning after going 1-2-3 in the first. And Womack's the guy that you want to play because he's leading the team with 9 walks on the season, so he will work the count.
Wesley yet to go yard for the Bobcats this season. He has 5 RBI, also 5 doubles and a triple for his extra base hits. 1-0 pitch, he took something off it. A balk is called. The base umpire called the balk on Almonte. And the 2 base runners will move up 90 feet. Did not see what the call was for.
I didn't either. I think maybe he didn't come set.
It's very possible that he did not come set before delivering. It's still 1-0. And 2 runners on scoring position for Wesley. Oh, a strike at the letters right on the outside. Black.
Yeah, nice placement by Almonte. After, of course, we were talking about how he's having control issues, and then he puts one right on the outside corner.
Right. Shows us, huh?
Yeah, of course. Must be listening in on the mound.
The stretch from the lefty, the 1-1 pitch is on the outside edge again. Womack taking again. That one was a little bit closer to a strike, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, it looked like almost the same exact pitch, and now Womack's got a battle with the 1-2 count.
Almonte bearing down here, trying to get a strikeout. Not allow the Bobcats to score a run. Second and third and only 1 out. The stretch in the deal, and a check swing. He went around. It's dropped by the catcher. He can't find the baseball. The pitcher will try to bail him out, and he can't do it. Everybody's safe.
Well, that was a very, very odd situation. The catcher couldn't find the baseball, and the pitcher ended up getting it. It was right in the left-handed batter's box, and Womack ended up getting to first base, even on the strikeout.
Wow. So a 3rd strikeout of the ball game, but it still allows the runner to be safe at first base. Josh Fellows will get a swing in here. He's the DH today and had been a DH a few times this season for the Bobcats, also backing up Purcell as the catcher.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit on the season.
0 for 11 on the year, but he has scored a run and driven in a run. He'd like to drive in one here, and he swings and doesn't get the first pitch. 0-1. Cal Gentry waits on deck. Josh out of Locust Grove High School in Locust Grove, Georgia, 5'10", 190. Sophomore right-handed hitter as Almonte comes set and pitches 0-1. Right down the middle of the plate for a strike, and it's 0-2. And now Almonte in the driver's seat.
Yeah, obviously Fellows looking for something else there, as that was right down the middle.
That old guessing game comes back to hurt you sometimes.
Oh, of course, always.
The 0-2 offering from Almonte to Josh Fellows. Swung on and fouled out of play to the right. That might make the softball diamond. GC softball practicing over there earlier before our game started. They will play their first Peach Belt series at Augusta tomorrow and then travel to Wingate in North Carolina for Sunday double dip.
Yeah, got a lot of road games, no home games this weekend for the Bobcats softball team.
0-2 pitch, buzzed him inside, didn't miss the corner by much. Fellows spun out of the way of that fastball. It's
didn't miss
1-2.
Fellows by much.
Right, yeah, same thing.
There's been quite a few pitches like that by Almonte today.
Base is full of Bobcats here in the second inning. They need to get a run in. With 1 out, a 4-0 deficit, and they'll pop that one foul out of play behind us. And it's still 1-2 on Josh Fellows, trying to hang tough here.
Yeah, good job by Fellows so far, trying to work the count. Hopefully get a mistake by Almonte, driving a couple runs.
GC has Benson at third, Ayers at second, Womack on at first after striking out. 1-2 pitch. Here it is, high and tight, catcher framed it a little bit longer than usual, and it's called ball 2.
The umpire wasn't buying the frame by the catcher on that one.
It definitely slipped out of the strike zone a little bit north of it and a little bit inside. But McGee did his best.
Yeah, once again coming inside in the strike zone.
The set and the 2-2 pitch off the fist foul, right side. Will it get out of play? Yes, it will.
The wind helped out a little bit on that one.
Yeah, had there not been a breeze, it's possible they could have made a play in front of the dugout. So the count remains 2-2 on Josh Fellows. Philadelphia with a 4-0 lead on the Bobcats. 2 runs in each of the first 2 at-bats for the Rams. Georgia College with an opportunity to get on the board here with the sophomore DH at the plate. Almonte comes set. The lefty deals. Ball down low. Again, did not miss by much. He looks to be a master at really nibbling at the corners and at the lower end of the strike zone.
Yeah, I'm sure he really excels when he's got an umpire that's got a pretty wide
Right.
strike zone that'll give him those calls.
Payoff pitch to Fellows. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Might have chased ball 4. Looked like it could have been outside.
Yeah, it looked like outside and maybe even a little low also.
But Fellows thought it was good enough to swing at. So the bases are still loaded for Cal Gentry. And the freshman from Perry with a chance to really make some noise. 409 batting average for Cal. That is tops among the regulars for GC. 18 hits and 44 at-bats. He's driven in 7 runs. Extra base hits. He's got 2 doubles and a triple.
This is the guy you want up in this situation.
Lefty against lefty, and the first pitch outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Bobcats need to capitalize on a bases loaded situation here. It's early, I know, but you can't allow Almonte to get off the hook again.
Yeah, especially when you have base loaded 1 out. You definitely got to get at least 1 run across.
Here's the set from the left-hander. The 0-1 pitch outside and knocked around again in the right-hand hitter's box by McGee. Had to go to his left and smother it. 1-1.
Yeah, good block by him because anything that gets by is probably going to score the run from third.
Very possible. Of course, the plate and the backstop are not that far apart, and if it hits at an angle, it can ricochet around. You never know where it's going to go, and there's a pad back behind there. The 1-1 pitch to Gentry. Swing and a miss. Chased a high fastball. And he's down on the count 1-2. That was power against power right there.
Yeah, trying to catch up to the high heat usually never works for the hitter.
Cal was trying to level up the ball game with the one swing of the bat.
He's still looking for his first home run on the season. Looks like he was trying to get it right there.
Yep. Let's see if we can just get a single up the middle. He is known as able to deliver up the middle for the Bobcats. 1-2 pitch. Chip foul left side up on the bank. Still 1-2 on Cal Gentry. So he fends off the latest delivery, an opportunity to come up with another big knock.
Yeah, still looking for his pitch here. Try and, like you said, drive it back up the middle. Just score a couple runs would be nice. Don't need the long ball.
Almonte with the set. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play left side. Chased a one up and away and delivered it up on the third base bank. So it's still 1-2 on the Bobcat third baseman. Gentry, a second-team All-Region shortstop all 4 years. First-team All-Region pitcher the last 2 years at Perry High School. He'll swing and drive one in the air to right field, but right center, and Joa will go to his left and haul it down for out number 3. So the Bobcats waste a golden opportunity. They strand the bases loaded and trail 4-0 at the end of 2 innings of play. Back in a moment for GC Baseball on Sports Radio 1450.
That hurts.
That really hurts. All you need is a hit.
Second and third, 1 out.
Yep. And then bases loaded and 1 out.
Yep.
Not going to be our night tonight unless we can get to their bullpen.
Yeah, they're going to have to get to our bullpen probably.
Yeah.
74. Again, 23. Once again, that's N 35, G 49, I 17, O 66, O 74, and N 23.
Brandon Quarenta, the left fielder, first baseman Stephen Wells, and designated hitter Michael Melendez are the first three hitters for the Rams of Philadelphia University as we move on to the third inning here tonight.
Yeah, we didn't even get to talk about Quarenta's stats because he got hit by the pitch in the first pitch in the first inning.
What a great year he's had already. .563 batting average. As we said earlier, 9 hits and 16 at-bats. 3 homers, 7 RBI, also a pair of doubles. And right-handed hitter takes it outside for ball 1.
Yeah, not too shabby going 9 for 16 in your first 16 at-bats.
He will take it. Charlie Hecht still pitching. Curveball breaks low and away. It's 1-1. Quarenta listed as an outfielder, a pitcher, and a utility player, wherever you want to put him.
Yeah, it looks like he'll play just about anywhere on the diamond.
Takes a curve low and away. It's 2-1. The junior is from Poughkeepsie, New York, out of Arlington High School. And he crushes one foul right off the Bobcat dugout fence, which protects the Bobcats over there. Charlie Hecht readies, and here's the next pitch. That's popped up, might be playable. Foul side right toward the first base dugout. It'll land on the dugout, and Connor almost got clobbered on it. Our
stand on top of the first base dugout.
First base cameraman had to watch out for that one coming down. Only missed him by about 3 feet behind him.
Yeah, once again, the wind coming into play.
Yes, he's grateful for it again, I'm sure. So it's 2-2. Quarenta waiting the pitch from Hecht. Breaking pitch, just missed low and away, and it's 3-2.
It looks like it tailed just out of the strike zone. Couldn't get the call from the umpire.
Charlie with a ball up around his nose in the glove. 3-2 pitch, fastball, missed low, ball 4. Not getting the benefit of the doubt by the home plate umpire right now.
Yeah, it looked like it may have been a little in, maybe a little low, but just looked like a pretty good pitch, but the umpire wasn't buying it.
So they get their leadoff man on for the first time in this ball game. And that'll bring Stephen Wells to the dish. And Wells blasted a 2-run home run in the first inning. The big first baseman, left-handed hitter against Charlie Hecht. Fastball high, ball 1.
Yeah, now Charlie, instead of letting up a 2-out base runner, now a leadoff batter, which of course is not a good thing to do either.
Grant Kahn is moving around in the bullpen again for the Bobcats. Here is the set from Charlie. And the pitch, low and inside, and Purcell was looking for something away. Had to bring the glove back over the plate. It's 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like Hecht's having a little control problems to start off the third inning. Maybe after the long bottom of the inning for the Bobcats hitting-wise.
Wells, a senior first baseman from Yardley, Pennsylvania. It's high and away, ball 3. And Brandon Purcell requests time and trots out toward the mound to talk to his battery mate. So Charlie's control issues a big problem here in the second inning. A leadoff walk, and he's gone 3-0 on the next batter. He does not want to give in to Wells, obviously, who cranked the 2-run home run. He's up to 4 long balls on the year now as Stephen Wells, and 6 RBI.
Especially as he's facing the middle of the order right here.
The set from Hecht as Purcell's back behind the plate, and the 3-0 pitch is the automatic. 3-1. A huge roster for the Rams. They've got 57 numbers plus one guy who doesn't have a number. So
ran out of numbers
ran
to
out
give
of
out.
numbers, ran out of jerseys, I guess. I don't know if all 57 are with him on the trip here. Toss over to first.
Guess that's why a couple guys have the high numbers. You got number 45, 49, and 52 in the starting lineup.
Yeah,
so.
McGee, the catcher's wearing 52.
Yeah, not used to seeing numbers above 50 in baseball.
Usually that's the spring training guys or coaches.
Yep.
Fastball outside third of the plate for a strike, and it's 3-2. So Hecht has battled back. Speaking of coaches, I ran into Jake Sandlin before the ball game and asked him why he got number 24 this year. The Bobcats graduate assistant coach is coaching at first base, and he had wore number 12 in his 3 years at GC. 3-2 pitch taken for strike 3, and Wells not believing the call, but Hecht comes up with a strikeout looking.
Yeah, great way after a 3-0 count to battle back and get 3 straight strikes.
And that's 4 strikeouts. Anyway, back to Jake Sandlin. He said, I could not take number 12 away from the freshman of the year last year. And Wesley Womack had number 12 and still has it. So Hecht is happy that he got number 24 because he turns 24 this year.
Oh, of course.
Big curve on the outside corner to start off Michael Melendez. He was caught looking at strike 3 to end the first inning. A walk and a strikeout for the Rams as they lead at 4-0 here in the third inning. The stretch, the pitch, fastball right down the middle of the plate, taken all the way. Melendez must have been looking for something else again.
Looked like a pretty good pitch from up here.
He backs out of the box, readjusts the batting glove, taps the bat off the plate, and steps back in. 1-2 the count on Michael Melendez. And a deal to first as Hecht chases Quaranta back to the bag.
Try and keep him honest. Hopefully he can get a ground ball here, get a double play.
No stolen base attempts so far for the big left fielder. Got a minimal lead at first. 1-2 pitch, low and away, knocked around, got past Purcell, excuse me. And a wild pitch will send the runner to second base.
Well, there goes the double play opportunity
There
right
you
there.
So each pitcher surrendering an extra base on a bad pitch. And 1 out, runner at second base for Melendez, who has the count even up at 2-2 now. Check it, 1-2, I'm sorry. Hecht looking in for the sign. Gets one he likes, comes set, and the right-hander looks to second and pitches to the plate. Checks his swing, he went around, says the home plate umpire. On a sweeping pitch way outside, Melendez is out on strikes for the second time this ball game.
Yeah, great pitch by Hecht to get him. Chase one outside the strike zone. Gets the big second out now.
It looked like it was coming over the outside part of the plate, then it darted away from him.
Great pitch.
Melendez offering on it. Broadhag struck out swinging in the second inning. Charlie trying to get a goose egg on the board for the first time tonight. Left-handed hitting second baseman swings and pops it up right up the middle of the diamond. Second baseman Garrett Green in on the grass makes the catch, and that retires a side. So Hecht shuts him down after a leadoff walk in the third inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third. 4-0. The Rams on top of the Bobcats. We'll be back right after 60-second timeout for Georgia College baseball on Sports Radio 1450. It's 4 strikeouts for Almonte and 5 for the Bobcat hurler, Charlie Hecht. Make it 6 for Charlie. So he's ringing them up, but he's down 4-0. So Maddox, who was a strikeout victim in the first inning, took one looking. Starts off the Bobcat third. And he drives one into left field, but it's playable. Coming back in is a left fielder, even more. Carenta circle routed that one and made the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, hung up just a little bit, and it ended up, he almost lost control of it, but it ends up recovering and ends up making the out.
Initially started back, and then he had to come in just a little bit. Our wind is dying down somewhat, but Maddox just unfortunately got underneath that one. Here's Garrett Green with a fly to center, his first at bat. Bobcats went out in order in the first, had the bases loaded in the second inning and could not score with only 1 out.
First pitch just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside, thank you. 1-0. Almonte deals a fastball in for a strike. It's 1-1. Garrett out of the box, now back in after requesting a quick timeout. Takes a high pitch. It's 2-1. Green out of Bogart, Georgia, from North Oconee High School. Came in from the USC Upstate program, coached by former Georgia College Colonial coach, assistant coach Matt Fincher, and a player for the Colonials way back in the day. Big cut and a miss. Last year, Garrett Green led the team in being hit by pitches. He was plunked 7 times.
Always an interesting stat to be leading in. Don't know if you can take it as a good thing or a bad thing.
He fouls one off the fist right straight back, and it's 2-2. Well, you're going to show a lot of bruises, that's for sure.
Also, that on-base percentage would be up, though.
There you go. And he did a great job with bunts, sacrifice bunts, and sac flies. Led the club in both those categories.
Yeah, something you look for out of your 2-hitter.
2-2 pitch is hit in the air, short right field. Second baseman back just on the edge of the grass will make the grab as Broadhag makes a grab. So the Bobcats with a fly to left, a pop up to second, are down 4-0 and 2 outs with nobody on here for Brandon Purcell. Bobcat catcher flew out to Joa in center field in his first at bat in the first inning.
Yeah, lots of flyouts so far for the Bobcats. I don't think we have an out yet on the ground.
First pitch to him is inside, ball 1. Would be interesting to see a chart on Joa, or rather on Almonte, as he fires a strike in.
Yeah, for a fly out to ground out ratio.
The strikeout to walks ratio is not all that impressive, but he's pumping it in there for a strike now, and he's quickly ahead 1-2. He already has 4 strikeouts in the contest.
Yeah, coming in, he just had 5 strikeouts compared to 3 walks.
That one almost got Purcell, had a jackknife out of the way of the heat. And the count squares up at 2-2 with 2 out and nobody on. Bobcats down 4-0 here in the third. Almonte with the pitch. Checks his swing. It's just a bit outside.
Purcell able to hold up on that check swing.
Purcell with a great idea of plate coverage.
Of course,
and
being
the
a
strike
catcher,
zone.
that helps.
It does. 3-2 pitch to him. It's up high for ball 4, so that'll keep the inning going for the Bobcats. As Purcell heads to first base, picking up his 8th walk of the year, and that's just 1 behind Womack, who, as you said earlier, leads the team with 9.
Now you got your cleanup hitter up. Of course, what you want to see after a 2-out base runner gets on.
Brandon Benson with a single in the second inning to lead things off. He got as far as third base with a pass ball and a balk tossed to first, and Purcell just kind of shifted his body back to the bag. He was only a couple of steps off the sack.
Well, so what's surprising is Purcell's actually leading the team in stolen bases as the catcher.
He's got just deceptive speed as a catcher. If you think catcher, you think a guy's, you know, wearing his personal piano or something when he's running down the baseline, and that's a foul out of play.
Got a couple of bowling balls in his back pockets.
Yeah, but not Brandon. Purcell.
5 steals and 6 opportunities. Just only been caught stealing 1 time.
Over the last 2 years, 38 out of 45 in stolen bases.
Not something you expect from your catcher.
The set and the 0-1 pitch, he's going. That one swung on and fouled out of play. Coach Eller putting the hit and run on, and Benson couldn't straighten that one out. So it's 0-2 on the Bobcat shortstop.
It looked like he was trying to get the ball right through the second base hole because second base was going over to cover the bag and just got under a little bit and fouled it back towards us.
Benson adding to his .264 batting average with that base knock. The 0-2 pitch to him is a fastball right down the heart of the plate. And Benson goes down without a swing. And that will do it for the Bobcats. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left at the end of 3. It is Philadelphia 4, GC nothing. This is Bobcat Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. Don't you just love it when the catcher just, you know, he just flicks it back there without waiting for the umpire to ring him up?
He already knows.
He knows.
You see it similarly with batters whenever they
Catcher, like I said. I'm a little redundant here today.
Hey,
Dan
never be
Klisman,
too safe.
the right fielder, the bottom third of the order due up for the Rams. They lead at 4-0. You're listening to Georgia College Baseball on Sports Radio 1450 WMVG Milledgeville or on the internet. Country102fm.com. Our internet streaming provided by Dr. Pepper. Always one of a kind. And the Bobcats find themselves down 4-0 after the first 3 innings of play. The Rams with 4 hits to match those 4 runs. And the big blast, a 2-run shot by Stephen Wells in the first inning. And the first pitch to DeMeglio is up high for ball 1.
Able to go without giving up a run, though, in the 3rd inning, so hopefully we can continue off of that. Hecht will have a nice inning.
Yeah, something to build on for Charlie. A fastball drilled in the air to deep right center field, but back on it is the right fielder, and that is Womack to track it down for out number 1. It sounded like it was going further than it did.
Yeah, hung up a little bit. Nice, ended up being a routine play for Womack in right field.
Here's Matthew McGee from Forest Hill, Maryland, out of the John Carroll School. A sophomore, right-handed hitting catcher. First pitch is a breaking pitch on the outside corner. 0-1. So Hecht settling down some now with the 6 strikeouts after giving up 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings for the Rams. 0-1 pitch, another breaking pitch. Might have been a little bit of a change on it as well.
Yeah.
He really slowed it down.
Looked like he was doubling up with the 2 off-speed pitches.
Hecht quickly ahead, 0-2 on McGee. And here's the 0-2 offering. Almost got him to bite low and away, and Purcell had to dive to his right to snare it.
I tried to triple up on those 3 off-speed pitches. A little too far out of the strike zone for the 0-2 pitch.
McGee with his first hit of the season in the 2nd inning. 1 for 11. No, 1 for 6, excuse me. And there's a fly ball to right again. Right in the tracks of Womack this time. Wesley squeezes it, 2 up and 2 down.
Batting right fielder number 9, Dan Houston.
Daniel Klusman is what Sean's saying, so we'll go with Sean. Oh, you asked. Okay. Smart PA man. Nice job. I'm just sitting in my old rocking chair trying to figure out what to say to these guys, and it's Klusman, okay? Takes a strike. He had a double and a run scored in the second inning.
Hey, we took the easy way. We just waited for someone else to find out.
That's why I didn't say much when he stood in there. Fouled out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. Well, Heck has righted the ship a little bit here as he allowed a leadoff walk in the third, then got 1, 2, 3, and he's retired the first two batters he's faced here in the fourth. And a sweeping pitch low and away for a ball, 1-2.
Yeah, looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. He was able to not give up a run, as I said, in the third inning, but he did have allow the leadoff hit. So
off the end of the bat, trickled foul toward their dugout and off the fence in front of it.
Excuse me, he left the leadoff walk in the third inning.
So Heck looks in for the sign and goes to work 1-2. Driven in the air to right field again. Womack back on his horse, near the wall, and makes the catch about a stride shy of the right field wall. Womack with a good job of getting back on that one. 3 straight fly balls as Wesley Womack ties a record held by many. At the end of 3.5, it's a 4-0 Rams lead over the Bobcats. We'll be back in just a moment for GC Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. Broadcast. It's a little bit warmer. We knew that winter wasn't done, right? I mean, we had to know.
Of course, we should have known, even going into early March, that it was still going to be a little bit of cold at some points.
Nate Schmall, Clayton Ayers, and Wesley Womack, the first 3 hitters for the Bobcats here. In the 4th inning, GC has only managed 1 hit off Abraham Almonte. And that was a leadoff single in the second by Benson. So Schmall with a strikeout against him in the second inning. Stands in, lefty against lefty again, and he chops at the first pitch and fouls it out of play left. Bobcats maybe trying to get a little more aggressive against Almonte, not to let him dictate tempo.
Yeah, it seems like they've been attacking a lot of the first pitches.
The leg kick and the pitch waved on a fastball and foul tipped it into the mid of McGee. It's quickly 0-2 on Nate. He'll back out of the box. Step back in, and the 0-2 pitch from Almonte. Threatened to bunt, drew the bat back. It's low for a ball.
Interesting
approach
right there, especially with two strikes, of course.
You bet. You foul that off, you're out of there. Interesting.
Guess he saw something that maybe we didn't up here.
Schmall cocks the bat, waits on a 1-2 pitch from Almonte, and he swings and sends a slow dribbler to the right side. Second baseman Broadhag will get him. Schmall is a 4-3 victim here in the 4th inning.
First ground ball out here for the Bobcats now, and Almonte, like we were saying earlier, it seems like all of his outs have either come strikeout or fly out.
Yeah, he's had 5 flyouts to go with the 5 strikeouts. And you're right, first ground ball off the Bobcat bats tonight. Clayton Ayers stands in. He walked and wound up at second in the second inning. takes a high fastball, 1-0. Bobcats, remember, stranded the bases loaded in the second inning and did not score. Fastball right in there for a strike. It's 1-1. GC had loaded the bases with only one out.
Had second and third with one out.
Second and third with one out. And GC unable to get a run across.
Yeah,
Pitch is low and inside, 2-1.
Yeah, had a strikeout by Fellows and then a fly out to the center fielder by Gentry. Ended the inning.
A 4-0 Philadelphia University lead over the Georgia College Bobcats. Time called. A very late call on that by the home plate umpire.
As Almonte was already getting up into his windup with the leg kick going up.
Everybody ready now, and the 2-1 offering on the way. That one's fouled out of play to the right. Count goes to 2-2. One out, nobody on here in the fourth inning for the Bobcats at the plate against Abraham Almonte from Danbury, Connecticut. And there's a fly ball to right field, playable for Klusman, and he'll squeeze it as he moved to his left a little bit for out number 2. Another fly ball.
Yep.
So the Almonte has done a great job of shutting down the Bobcats here. He's got the 1 walk, make it 2 walks, and just the 1 hit allowed.
And of course he had the 1 base runner get on. It was actually Womack got on with the strikeout where the catcher couldn't find the ball.
5 Ks on his evening's efforts as Womack takes it low and inside for a ball. 1-0. Wesley retired all 3 Rams last half inning. He'll get a swing in here to try to get the Bobcats bats going, and he'll foul one out of play to the left, and it's 1-1. Same 2 teams tomorrow in a doubleheader, which starts at noon, so an early start for the doubleheader. And second game to follow, allowing the Rams to probably get back on the bus and get back up to Philadelphia as quick as they can. That one's popped up right side. Will it make the stands? It does, right behind the dugout of the Rams up on the hill, and bounces down a little bit. Almost a protective swing that time by Wesley.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It seems like Womack on both of the pitches he swung at have been kind of almost tomahawk chops that he's been swinging at, a little up. Like you said, almost protective.
1-2 to Womack, wearing number 1-2, as he digs in on the left-hand batter's box. And the kick and the toss down in the dirt. McGee grabs it and fires it back to his pitcher. 2-2. Our Deuces Wild situation again on the scoreboard. So the Bobcats have had only 3 base runners. There's base runner number 4. Womack tattoos that one to the wall. Well, actually knocked down shy of the wall by the left fielder. And Womack will get a 2-out double. First extra base hit, only the 2nd hit of the game for the Bobcats.
Yeah, just a nice hit with the 2 strikes by Womack, able to slice it into the left center gap. Because it was slicing, it sliced towards the left fielder, and that's why he was able to cut it off from getting to the wall.
Wesley with his 6th double of the year is stationed at second base with 2 down. And see if Josh Fellows can bring him in. Fellows trying to get his first knock of the season.
Yeah, what a great time it would be for him to get it right here.
And he pops it up right side. First baseman calls everybody off over near the line and just at the edge of the cutout. Will make the grab. That's Wells with a put out, and that'll do it for the Bobcats. No runs, a hit, no errors. Runner left in scoring position. At the end of 4, the Bobcats trail 4-0. GC Baseball, Sports Radio 1450.
Bobcats bingo number 98, G47.
Trails 4-0 at the end of 4. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Rams of Philadelphia University. No runs, 2 hits now for the Bobcats, and no errors for GC as well. Bobcats have stranded a total of 5 base runners, with 3 on the base paths at the end of the 2nd inning. Rams have only stranded 2. Charlie Hecht on the hill continues here in the 5th inning. And the first pitch is inside. Ball 1 to Richard Joa.
Looks like Joe was trying to put a bunt down, maybe coming from the left-handed side of the box. Able to get a little head start there on a bunt.
1-0 pitch to Joa. That's on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Joa so far tonight 1 for 2. Had a fly to center field to start the ball game, and then a 2-run scoring single in the 2nd. He's up to 5 RBI for the year. Charlie Hecht pitching 1-1. Tap towards 2nd. Grass cutter almost for Garrett Green. Bounced up at the last second for the 2nd baseman. And he stays with it, makes the play for out number 1.
Yeah, good job by Hecht. A nice off-speed pitch, get him to just ground it right into the dirt. Nice play by Green.
2nd time that he's handled it. McTaggart, the shortstop, will come up. And he has not been able to put the bat on the ball yet. 2 swinging strikeouts. First pitch is taken for ball 1. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Hecht, and it's way outside for a ball.
Yeah, McTaggart coming into this batting .333, so pretty unusual for him to be striking out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Senior 2nd sacker from Wilmington, Delaware. 2-0 pitch, got the outside corner. Hecht nibbling away and getting rewarded that time. It's 2-1.
Yeah, good job by Hecht after going behind 2-0, come back with a nice strike.
Well, actually, he's their shortstop, and he lines one toward left, and coming in and making the grab for the Bobcats is Schmall. Had to go to his left a little bit and in just a tad and makes the catch.
Yeah, it was a nice play, ranging to his left as it hung up just enough for him.
So Hecht continues to mow down the Rams here as everybody in the control booth knocks on wood. Thanks, McLeod. You did a good job. Pitch is low and away for a ball. Just when you think you got the hang of it, right?
Hey, I did the same thing my first broadcast with calling Georgia College for free throws.
That's right.
Jinxed him with that.
Oh, yeah. Quarenta with a high fly ball left field. It will stay in the park. And coming back to make the grab is Schmall.
Looks like you live to see another day.
I will broadcast for another half inning at least. It is 4-0. The Bobcats trailing the Rams. 3 up and 3 down for the 2nd straight inning for Charlie Hecht. We'll be back in just a moment for GC Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. At bats coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning. They trail by a count of 4-0 to the Rams of Philadelphia University. 9-1-2 due up for GC here in the 5th. That's Gentry, Maddox, and Green. Trying to get something going against a very sharp left-hander in Abraham Almonte.
Gentry should be the guy to do it, as leading the team in average, so hopefully you can get something going and get it into the top of the order. Just keep it going after that.
He's almost like another leadoff man down there at the bottom of the order to help the Bobcats with that big batting average of his.
Which you always like to see from a 9-hitter, second leadoff hitter.
The left-hander Almonte pitches. Green tries to push a bunt down and bunts through it. It's 0-1. Had the third baseman, DeMeglio, back even with a bag. So he's trying to use his speed to get on base, and he'll flail one foul left side, and it's quickly 0-2 on the rookie third baseman for the Bobcats.
Joa for the Rams tried to do the same thing last inning, try and get something going for their teams.
Almonte quickly ahead, 0-2, and the lefty deals. That one's a comebacker, but off the glove of the pitcher and then bobbled by the shortstop, McTaggart. That'll be an error. First error of the ball game. Just a little bit of leather off the pitcher's glove changed the direction of that ball, and that may have messed up McTaggart.
Yeah, and like you were saying, Gentry, a guy that's known for hitting the ball right back up the middle, did so again on that one. Ends up getting on base, raising the on base percentage up some.
So the Bobcats get their second leadoff man on in the ball game. Trying to scratch across a run, open up the floodgates if we can. Here's Maddox. And Maddox looks at a fastball strike at the belt on the outside corner. Maddox at the top of the order for the second straight ball game. He had been hitting further down in the lineup in the early part of the season with Wesley Womack as the leadoff man.
It looks like they almost switched spots, as Womack is now batting 6th in the order, 7th in the order, excuse me.
Toss back to first as Gentry is chased back there. The set from the left-hander. Almonte comes to the plate. Fouled back to our right, now to play. 0-2 now on Logan Maddox. The look in, Almonte comes set and readies the 0-2 offering to Logan Maddox. And he'll swing and put a charge into one to left center field, but it's playable. Center fielder moves to his right, almost even with the Kurtz sign on the light pole, and makes the catch. So Maddox is 0 for 3. Looking strike 3, a fly to left and a fly to center. So that 340 batting average taking a hit here.
And once again, another Bobcat seems like getting under a pitch, flying out.
1 out, 1 on for Garrett Green. The Bobcats second baseman with a fly to center and a pop out to the second baseman. He'll sky one foul to the right, and it's 0-1.
As Green's batting average is going to drop below 300 with a 0 for 2 start, as he was at 306 coming into the game.
See if he can punch the runner along. A leadoff error off the bat of Gentry put him at first base. Almonte with a set, the look to first, the pitch, swung on, lifted in the air to center field. We had a hit and run on, and our runner's going to have to head back to the bag as the center fielder Joa tracks down the fly off the bat of Green.
I was just about to say, after that pitch, it would be a great situation for a hit and run, and looks like I was reading the mind of Georgia College and just had to swing on that one and ended up flying out to center.
The Cats have gotten a whole ton of fly balls tonight.
Both teams have.
Both teams have, indeed so. GC hitting .291 against left-handed pitchers this season, but not faring well tonight against this lefty. 2 out with 1 on for Brandon Purcell. Looks at a strike. Purcell with a fly to center and a walk in his 2 at-bats tonight. The lefty with a set, long look to first base as Green edges off the bag. And the pitch is outside. almost had Gentry leaning back toward the bag on the delivery to the plate.
Yeah, almost as if he was having a one-way lead with the lefty on the mound.
Now it's hit in the air again to center field. Coming to his left is Joa, and Joa in almost dead right center field makes the catch. So he ties a record held by many as he gets all 3 outs in the 5th inning. After 5, it's 4-0. Georgia College trails. We'll be back in just a moment for Bobcat Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. Heck with 76 pitches. Thank you, Reed. He'll be facing Wells, Melendez, and Broadhag here in the 6th inning. Wells, of course, with a 2-run bomb to right center field in the 1st inning. His 4th long ball of the year. RBIs 5 and 6 on the campaign. Charlie Heck gave up 2 runs in each of the first 2 at-bats for the Rams, but has settled down since then, as he has retired the last 9 batters he's faced.
Yeah, and Hecht was able to strike out Wells in his last at-bat, looking after he was down 3-0 against him through 3 straight strikes. Struck him out.
And that was the start of some good things for Charlie, because he had walked the batter ahead of him, and that was the first of the 7 consecutive, or rather 9 consecutive outs he's rung up here. 6 strikeouts for Charlie Hecht. And the first pitch is down low to Stephen Wells, 1-0. Wells anchoring first base for Coach Horvath and the Rams. And like Jason Eller, Coach Horvath is out in the third base coach's box. There's a high fly ball to right field. Second baseman Garrett Green in foul territory. Camps under it, falls down, holds onto it for out number 1. Nice job by Garrett to stay with that one, as the ball just kind of came back toward the foul line somehow, some way.
Yeah, that's a great play by Green, because you don't expect that play to be made by your second baseman almost out by the bullpen, Philadelphia bullpen. So you usually expect your right fielder to get that, but Green, with a lot of range, able to get over there and make the play.
He had a great jump on it and got over there very quickly and was able to make the play. Michael Melendez comes up. He has struck out twice, once looking, once swinging. And their DH stands at the dish on the right side. First pitch from Hecht is swung on and ripped toward third, booted by Gentry. Shortstop will make the play. Benson throws, got him! Oh! Brandon Benson, highlight reel right there. 5-6-3 for the putout, and Cal Gentry says thank you very much.
Just your routine 5-6-3,
Oh, yeah.
ground ball out.
Oh my. Fortunately, Benson stayed with the play and stayed right on top of it and was able to use that cannon of an arm to get Melendez. 5-6-3. People are going to question that one when it goes in the books. First pitch, a strike to Timothy Broadhag. Hitless in 2 trips, a strikeout swinging, and a pop-up to Garrett Green, the second baseman, as he had at-bats in the 2nd and 3rd innings. And he swings and line drives one to Benson. That'll do it. Another quick inning for Charlie Heck, as he has sent 12 Rams back to the dugout in a row, but they still lead 4-0. We'll be back in a moment for GC Baseball. sixth inning. The Bobcats trail 4-0 to the Philadelphia University Rams. Great defensive half inning there on a nice catch in foul territory by Garrett Green, the second baseman. Then that 5-6-3 ground ball. And then line drive to Benson. 1-2-3 quick inning for Charlie Hecht. Let's see if he can get rewarded for it. We've got 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Bobcats here. Benson, Schmall, and Ayers.
Yeah, hopefully we can turn the great defensive plays from last inning, turn that into some nice offensive plays this in the bottom half of the inning.
Abraham Almonte has handcuffed the Bobcats on just 2 hits. He has 5 strikeouts, a pair of walks. And the first pitch on the outside corner to Brandon Benson. Benson has one of the 2 safeties for the Bobcats, a base hit in the second inning, and he was called out on strikes in the third. The Bobcat shortstop takes a pitch just inside. I think the Philadelphia fans wanted that one to be called a strike. It's 1-1. So Benson, with 2 fine plays last half inning, gets to start this half inning, and he takes a strike. Just about the same spot. This time it got rung up. And it's 1-2 now. Hey, they're from Philly, you know? Come on.
City of brotherly love.
Yeah, they're kind of rowdy. Down in the dirt. Nice stop by McGee. Fortunately, the fans up in Philadelphia are not hearing the Pickle Barrel ad about Philly cheesesteaks. Because they'd be making fun of the Southerner trying to do a Philly accent, I'm sure. It's up high for ball 2, 2-2. 3-2, the count to Brandon Benson, trying to get the Bobcats offense kick-started here. The payoff pitch, outside, ball 4. So Benson coaxes a leadoff walk to start the 6th.
You're always good for your leadoff hitter to work the count, ends up getting rewarded with leadoff walk. Of course, like you said, had the great defensive plays in the top half of the inning.
Nate Schmall will come up now.
So we'll have a conference on the mound first, though.
And it looks like it's Coach Horvath out on the mound, leading the confab as everybody in the infield comes in to have a quick chat. They do not have anybody throwing just yet. There's a lot of guys kind of mingling around in the bullpen down the first base line.
Maybe guys just trying to stay warm out there.
Too, yeah. And in the low to mid 50s now as the sun has set.
Of course, they should be used to this kind of weather, though.
This is
probably nice for them.
Yeah, this is probably, you know, mid-June or something. They'll be out there in shorts. So the chat with Almonte was very quick. Coach Horvath back to the dugout. And here's Nate Schmall. Schmall hitting only .235 against left-handed pitchers. He's hitting .360 against righties, so he's having a tough time against the Portsiders, and he looks at a strike. 0-1. Schmall with a strikeout and a ground out to second in his 2 at-bats.
Makes sense for him to struggle against left-handed pitchers, being a lefty.
Almonte really brought that fastball, and he'll deal to first, and Benson back standing up. Nate Schmall out of the box, now steps back in. He's close to the plate as well on that left side. Open stance. The stretch, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Might have been low and away on him, and it's 0-2 on Schmall.
That was a nice pitch ball by Almonte, able to get Schmall to chase, and now he'll be trying to battle now with 2 strikes.
Bobcats trail at 4-0. All 4 runs coming in the first 2 at-bats for the Rams. Goose egg since then, and the Bobcats have been handcuffed by just 2 hits. Almonte with the stretch, the look to first, the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Joa, almost in his tracks, moves to his right a step or so and makes the grab. Holy smoke, all those fly balls off the Bobcat bats tonight.
Yeah, looks like Schmall was just trying to protect the plate there with 2 strikes and able to get the bat on it, but just hung up there right to Joa in center field.
8 fly balls and a pop-up for the Bobcat batters so far. as Mr. Almonte has coaxed the pitches to be hit in the air so far. Pitches down low, 1-0 to Clayton Ayers.
Yeah, still just the one ground ball out.
Well, actually, we had Fellows with a pop out as well, so that's an awful lot of balls in the air. Clayton 0 for 1. Runner's going, base hit to left. He timed that perfectly. Unfortunately, the Bobcats had the ball knocked to left field right in front of the base runner, so Benson had to stay put at second base.
A great job, though, trying to get something going, play a little situational baseball, get a little hit and run going. Shortstop was kind of creeping over towards the second base bag, able to hit in that 5.5 hole.
And Coach Horvath is out of the dugout for the second time this inning. That will do it for Abraham Almonte, and what a great job he did to this point in the ball game against the Bobcats. So we've got a pitching change here at Kurtz Field, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back after a 30-second timeout. GC trails 4-0. Back in 30 seconds for Bobcat Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. From Blackwood, New Jersey is coming in to pitch for the Rams of Philadelphia University, replacing Abraham Almonte. 3 hits allowed by Almonte.
A great outing by him. Just ended up getting into a little trouble starting this inning, but overall a great performance, as Georgia Colleges could never really get any hits together, string together.
5 strikeouts, all coming in the first 3 innings. And 3 walks to go with those 2 hits. So he's responsible for both Ayers at first and Benson at second. And Calabrese comes in, only his second appearance, no record, and a 36 earned run average for the freshman. He pitched in just 1 inning, gave up 4 runs, all of them charged against him. Had no strikeouts and a walk, and against 8 batters in that 1 inning, the batting average against him was .625.
Yeah, that kind of explains the 36 ERA.
Right.
You give up 4 runs in just 1 inning pitched, so hopefully the Bobcats can tag him for a couple of runs as well, kind of raise that ERA a little bit.
Well, we were talking about the possibility of getting into the bullpen for them. I know it's getting kind of late here, but we still have a couple more at bats. If the Bobcats can collect something here against the Rams in the 6th inning, the last 3 at bats will be a little bit easier.
Yeah, always got to chip away, just start somewhere. Even if we can just scratch across 1 run this inning, that'll go a long way, just getting back into this game.
Calabrese's a right-hander. They did not apparently have a left-hander to go up against Womack here. And Wesley digs in. First pitch is inside, almost got a piece of him, just got out of the batter's circle, tracked down by McGee to the back of the batter's circle. It's 1-0.
Yeah, McGee almost couldn't find that for a second.
Wesley much happier against right-handed pitchers, 324. He was hitting .250 against lefties to this point. So he's very grateful to see a right-handed pitcher coming in.
I think just about any lefty is probably happy whenever they see a righty coming up onto the mound.
That one came in on him and almost clunked him on the left knee. It's 2-0.
Yeah, for first 2 pitches have come inside now.
So Calabrese struggling with the control at the outset of his appearance here. 1 out, first and second occupied. Next pitch down low for a ball, and McGee has to flick the mask off and corral that baseball. 3-0 the count.
Calabrese did have 1 walk in that inning that he did pitch, so he's having some control problems to start off here.
The freshman stretches and pitches 3-0. Just barely tickled the inside corner, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, it looked like almost a gift strike on that one, as that looked low and inside.
The shortstop, McTaggart, right behind Benson at second base. The freshman with a stretch, the 3-1 pitch. Drilled to right field. This one is well hit. This one is gone, and the Bobcats are finally on the board. Wesley Womack says thank you for bringing in the right-hander. 4-3, Georgia College trails by a run as Womack clobbers one to right field.
That's exactly what you're looking for when you got a hitter's count, 3-1 pitch. Just looking for your pitch, and he was able to get it, and he just blasted it over the right field fence. Just a great hit by Womack, and that gets us right back into the game.
That's his first home run of the season. He's up to 8 runs batted in on the year now. And Georgia College climbing off the deck here, and that's going to do it for Calabrese. One batter, one big fly.
I think it's an understatement by saying that was a short leash.
Very short. Coach Horvath out of the dugout again, and he will replace Calabrese. We'll have the name of the newcomer and his numbers when we come back after another 30-second pitching change timeout. This is Georgia College baseball on Sports Radio 1450. Another freshman from Richboro, Pennsylvania, and Council Rock North High School as he takes the place of Calabrese. Georgia College climbing off the deck after getting skunked for the first 5 innings. The Bobcats respond with a 3-run bomb by Wesley Womack and trail now 4-3.
It just took us 5 innings to get warmed up a little bit.
And let's check and see on Kilgariff. Making his 3rd appearance, no one-loss record, 4.50 earned run average. Only 2 innings pitched so far. He's given up a run, it was earned. Just 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. The hit was a double. Opponents are only hitting a .143 against him.
Yeah, 450 is actually the 2nd lowest for any of their pitchers, so even though it seems pretty high.
Yes. Well, that earned run average as a staff is at 14.7.
Yeah, that's we said at the beginning, all the offensive games they've had.
Brendan Holler is the new DH for the Bobcats, as Fellows does not get a swing here. And the first pitch taken inside for ball 1. So Josh Fellows' night is done. 0 for 2. That's a drill to right field. Back on it as a right fielder. He won't catch up to that. It bounces over his head. Into second, heading for third. Here's the throw, not in time. It gets away, but it's backed up. A big triple to right field off the bat of Brandon Holler. Make it Brendan Holler. And the Bobcats offense is finally awoken.
It's always nice to have someone like Holler off your bench that you can bring in a pitch hit and he just delivers with a triple over the right fielder's head.
Looked like the right fielder, Klusman, kind of gave up on that ball. He turned tail, he thought it was going to get out of here, and turned toward the fence, and all of a sudden it banged off the fence.
It was kind of loafing around out there that may have been able to get Holler to third base.
Big cut and a miss by Cal Gentry. It's 0-1. Holler's first triple of the season. He'll add to his .269 batting average. The Bobcats now with 7 3-baggers. Now the infield is up for Philadelphia. 0-1 pitch right down the middle of the plate, taken by Gentry. He's in an 0-2 hole. Only 1 out here. The middle infielders are a step or so in on the edge of the grass. The corner infielders are right at the cutouts.
Yeah, they're trying to prevent the 4th run, the tying run, from coming in.
Gentry with a swing and a miss. It's dropped by the catcher, and then he tags him. He tagged him with an empty glove. So Gentry, rare strikeout for him for the second out of the inning for GC. Cal now 0 for 3. He did reach on a fielding error in the 5th inning. And if the Bobcats are going to tie it up, they're going to have to do it with the stick of Logan Maddox.
Maddox looking for his first hit on the day.
Logan with a pair of fly balls and a strikeout looking. Righty against righty. Oh, a big breaking pitch in for a strike, 0-1. And all of a sudden that corner to the right-hand hitters is cropping up for the home plate umpire.
Yeah, big looping curveball there. Like you said, on the inside part of the plate, gets called for a strike.
Off the bat, foul, straight back, and it's 0-2. Logan could not quite get the timing down on that one. GC with a 3-run home run by Wesley Womack, and then a follow-up triple by Brendan Holler. He's there at third with 2 down. They're back at the normal depths in the defense. The 0-2 pitch, hit to third, bounces off him, he can't find it. He'll throw to first, not in time, we're tied. That one chewed up DeMeglio at third base. And it will be an error to tie the ball game.
Hey, we'll take the runs any way we can get them.
Yeah, Logan's not happy that he's not going to get a hit out of it, but hey, the Bobcats have tied it up. Really coming off the deck here in the 6th inning. So Maddox on at first for Garrett Green. Green has lifted 2 fly balls and a pop-up. He would like to get it on the ground. I think the Bobcats are doing that. There it is. Ground ball to the second baseman, but an easy play for Broadhag, and he'll throw him out. But the Bobcats pick up 4 runs. They do it on just 3 hits. There was 1 error, and a huge error right there it was. 1 runner left on. Through 6, we're back even at 4-4 at Kurtz Field. We'll be back in just a moment for GC Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. It's 4-4.
Yep, back to the 0-0 ball game.
And Georgia College has gone to. Do we have a new pitcher out there, fellas?
Nope.
Nope.
Still
Charlie. Well, let him continue on as he has just steamrolled the Rams in the last 5 innings.
They try and get him the W after struggling the first 2 innings.
Heck's first pitch is a strike on the outside corner to DeMeglio. DeMeglio 0 for 2, ground ball to second, fly ball to right. Had the big error last half inning to tie the contest up. He would like to atone for that here. And he swings and puts a fly ball to left field. Center fielder coming in, and so is the left fielder, and that'll be grabbed by Schmall. No Schmall task there as he made the grab. Well, Al and I said we're going to just have tons of those all season. The Schmall family is going to probably write and get us off the air eventually. You know.
Hey, you got to say it as long as you can.
That's right. DeMeglio skies to left. Matthew McGee comes up, a single and 2 trips. He singled in the second and came around to score. Heck with a pitch, low and away, ball one. Early scoring for the Rams, late scoring for the Bobcats. We're tied at 4. 1-0 pitch is a fastball, low and away. 2-0. Hecht had a minimal amount of pitches in the 6th inning, as he has sent down the last 15 batters he's faced. The 2-0 pitch, right down the middle of the plate with a fastball. It's 2-1. McGee, a big, strong-looking right-handed hitter, awaits a 2-1 pitch. Had to get out of the way of that one. Almost got clunked on the hands. It's 3-1.
That's happened a lot tonight. It seems like a lot of guys been ducking and diving out of the way of pitches.
Hecht with a 3-1 offering and right down Hancock again, and it's 3-2. Six strikeouts for Charlie, all of them coming in the first 3 innings. And there's a blast to left field. Will the park hold this one? Here is Schmall. Nice running effort, but it bounces off his glove, and checking into second with a double is McGee.
Great effort by Schmall, though, as that one was looked like it was about to get out of here and ended up bouncing off the top of the wall. Like I said, Schmall with a great effort and ended up getting away from him and just held it to a double. So,
first base runner for the Rams since back in the 3rd inning when their leadoff man walked. Hit number 7 on the, make it hit number 5 on the day for the Rams. GC's got the bullpen up and busy. Klusman, the right fielder, will stand in. He has a double and a fly ball to right. He also scored in the 2nd. After a visit from Purcell, Hecht requests time and asks for Purcell to come back out. First time they've had to go over the new set of signals with a runner at second base in, what, an hour, hour and a half?
something like that. As you said, 15 straight batters mowed down, so been a long time since they've had to change up the signs.
Want to make sure that they're on the same page here with the go-ahead run at second base and only 1 out in the 7th. And time requested as Coach Eller is out of the dugout. He'll bring the infield up around the mound to have a quick talk. Instead of pitching coach Nolan Belcher, it's the head man, Jason Eller, out on the mound to talk over the situation with Hecht. See if the junior's got a lot left in the tank here.
I can't see if he's trying to stall a little bit, trying to give time for the relievers to warm up, or if he's just got to talk to them out there. Can't tell if they're going to have a pitching change or not. There's our 2 guys warming up in the bullpen.
The home plate umpire moseys out to the mound and tries to hurry along the conversation. And the call is made. Charlie Hecht's night is done, as he'll get a round of applause as he heads to the Bobcat dugout. He'll leave the go-ahead runner at second base, and we'll have a new pitcher for Georgia College. We'll tell you about him in just a second, as Georgia College goes to the bullpen here in the 7th and a tie ball game. Back in 30 seconds for Bobcat baseball on Sports Radio 1450. The bullpen to pitch for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Brady Walsh on the season, he hasn't given up a run all season, 0 earned run average. Has a 1-0 record, 5 appearances, all coming out of the bullpen. 8 innings pitched, 4 hits. He's given up 1 run on the season, but it's been unearned, so that's why he's got the 0 ERA. No walks to 11 strikeouts, so nice strikeout to walk ratio. And he's given up a hit. He's given up 1 triple, no doubles on the season, no home runs, and holding batters to only a 129 batting average. So
Nice, nice.
always
And
someone nice to have coming out of your bullpen.
got to have him here as the Bobcats are tied with the Rams at 4-4 in the 7th inning. 16 straight batters retired by Charlie Heck, but he's out after the double by McGee. 6 1/3 innings pitched for Charlie. Gave up 4 runs, all of them earned, and all of them coming in the first 2 innings. 6 strikeouts. 1 walk. He hit a batter as well and threw a wild pitch. So he will not get a chance to get a win here tonight. He could stand to get a loss if they score and the Bobcats cannot rally.
Overall, still a pretty good night by Hecht. Well, after the first 2 innings, giving up the 4 runs, he's able to settle down. We've been talking about how 17 straight guys that he put down. So just overall a pretty good outing for him, being able to settle down and just gain his composure.
So Klusman will face the newcomer Brady Walsh. Purcell behind the dish hangs out a sign. The senior from Marietta and Pope High School, Brady Walsh, deals a strike. Fastball at the knees on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 1 out. Go ahead run at second base in scoring position in the form of Matthew McGee. Don't know if he is a good running catcher. We'll find out maybe. Brady with a set. Pickoff play. Got back just in time. Second baseman Garrett Green took the throw, and McGee almost wandered too far off the bag. That one obviously called by Purcell back behind the plate. Saw the angle.
Yeah, just trying to get the guy out of scoring position, get the second out of the inning.
Walsh with a stretch. The right-hander's 0-1 pitch is hit in the air to left field. Back and now coming in is Schmall. He camps under it, makes the catch. Tag, but no advancement by the runner at second base, and Walsh gets the fly out. Big out there for the Bobcats.
A lot easier play that time for Schmall, unlike the one where he had to go up against the wall and ended up having the double.
Yeah, he's had a busy inning. He got the first out off the bat of DeMeglio and then clobbered himself against the wall off the bat of McGee, and now hauls in out number 2. Back to the top for Joa. Joa with a single in 3 trips. The hit came in his middle appearance. Left-handed hitting center fielder. Waggles the bat. First pitch to him. Strike on the outside corner. Purcell had moved away from the plate toward the right-hand hitter's box, and Walsh put it perfectly in the mid. 0-1 on Joa. The stretch and the pitch down in the dirt, knocked around by Purcell. And it's 1-1. He gathered it in just down the first baseline.
Tried to go outside again with another pitch, just too low. Good job by Purcell, though, to corral it, prevent the runner from going to third base.
Brady Walsh on in relief of Charlie Hecht. Trying to slam the door on the Rams here in the 7th. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. He was well out in front of that one. Brady may have taken a little bit of MPH off that one.
Yeah. Got
Not
him
exactly a changeup, but it wasn't his heater.
Nope, definitely off-speed pitch. Got him out in front. See if he'll come back with it now on the 1-2 pitch.
The right-hander's ready. Joa awaits way outside and high, and it's 2-2, so Deuce is wild again. 2-2 with 2 out, runner at second base.
Lots of deuces wilds this game.
Yes, we've had. Too bad Al's not here. He wouldn't appreciate it. Here's the set from Walsh. And the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Dropped by Purcell. He'll throw down to first to complete the out, and that will do it. Brady Walsh comes in and puts out the fire in the 7th inning on the fly ball and the strikeouts. 7th inning stretch time. The Bobcats 4, the Rams 4. Back in a moment. Georgia College Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. 4 and 5 due out for the Bobcats in the bottom of the 7th inning. Purcell, Benson, and Schmall. And a 4-4 ball game between the Bobcats and the Rams of Philadelphia University. They had Almonte on the mound. They were up 4-0. They were looking for their first win of the season. And then all of a sudden, it turned south on them in the 6th.
Yep. 4 runs, and then it just went back to 0-0 ball game. Now we got the middle of our order coming up in the 7th. Hopefully we can capitalize, get a lead for these final 2 innings.
First pitch to Purcell is inside for a ball, 1-0. Almost grazed him. Kilgariff on the mound. The freshman pitches low and away for a ball. A lot of young pitchers for Coach Horvath tonight, except for the senior starter, of course.
Yeah, the 2 relievers so far have both been freshmen.
Fastball misses away. Holler tripled off Kilgariff. There's a fly ball to center field. Back on it is Joa, still going, and he's turned around the wrong way, and it's over his head. Up against the fence. It'll be a leadoff triple for Brandon Purcell. We talked about how he can run, pick him up and lay him down, and a 3-bagger for the Bobcat catcher.
Yeah, that looked like it was almost off the end of the bat, but just so much power on it, able to get to the deepest part of the ballpark in center field. And like you said, the sneaky speed of Brandon Purcell as he's able to go all the way around, get a leadoff triple. Great way to start off the inning for the Bobcats.
Second triple of the season for the junior catcher. And here's Brandon Benson with a chance to drive him in. Nobody out. Runner at third base. They pulled the infield up again to try and choke off this run. First pitch low and away, ball 1. Benson with a single in 3 trips, actually 2 official trips. Base hit in the 2nd, was stranded at 3rd, struck out looking in the 3rd inning. Walked and scored a run in the 6th. 1-0 pitch to him. Pop foul back to the right side, not a play.
Yeah, he was able to score one of the runs on the Wesley Womack home run.
We've had some long balls tonight, 1 for each squad. The Bobcats have had a pair of triples in the last couple of innings. The stretch and the 1-1. Roped a base hit left field. The Bobcats lead at 5-4. A diving attempt by DiMaglio, but it was well past him before he could even react. And Benson gets the RBI single.
Well, there's a reason why they call it the hot corner, so that one's just too hot, though, as he was playing, as the infield was in, and he just had no chance on that one. Just a great hit by Brandon Benson. Benson
gets his team-leading 21st RBI of the year, and that was just basically a bullet past DiMaglio at third base. So the Bobcats, with a triple and a single, take the lead here in the 7th. Nate Schmall is standing at the plate, and he takes a strike. Nate looking for his first knock, 0 for 3, a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. So he's gotten out just about every way you can, and now he needs to try and come up with a base hit. He tries to bunt his way on and pops it over the netting back to the bleachers to our left.
A lot of power on that bunt.
Yeah, almost came back into the press box here. I could see Sean was shivering. He was shaking in fear. Yeah, right. 0-2 the count on Nate Schmall. 1 on, 1 in for the Bobcats. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's high and away for a ball. Their bullpen. I see a catcher down there. Is anybody throwing?
They got pitcher throwing out there.
I'm blocked by the end of the pole, the pole of the netting here by the dugout. Plus, you know, our window is a little bit darker than it should be. Physical plant, if you're listening, we need some clean windows someday.
Yeah, you can tell the cleaning crew hasn't been up here in a while. A little dusty.
Base hit left field. DiMaglio dove for it to his left again, and the third baseman comes up empty. Schmall inside out of that one.
Yeah, once again, DeMeglio kind of defining the hot corner right there. Is two in a row diving attempts to his left, to his glove side, and just hasn't been able to make the play. Just two nice hits by the Georgia College batters.
So Schmall does come up with his first knock. No Schmall feet there. And Clayton Ayers will be at the plate. He has a single in 2 official trips plus a walk. He also scored ahead of Womack on the blast. Bobcats want to add to their lead. It's 5-4, GC's first advantage of the night. Kilgariff will step off the rubber, and now he's back on. Back in the box is Ayers. He squares to bunt and deadens it down the third baseline. Pitcher's got a throw and gets him. Sacrifice bunt by Clayton Ayers gets the job done. It is 1-3, and that one was a step away from being an infield single for him.
Yeah, that was a great bunt, playing a little small ball there, trying to advance the runners, and ended up almost getting an infield hit out of it, but it was a nice play by the pitcher.
Clayton Ayers coming up with the sacrifice hit. That'll be his first sacrifice bunt of the year. And the Bobcats have runners at second and third and only 1 out for Wesley Womack. And again, the Rams have pulled the infield up. First pitch, line drive, left field, base hit. That'll score 2. And the Bobcats are up 7-4 on a ringing double down the left field line by Wesley Womack.
Lots of lefties now going inside out with pitches, driving it to left field. Just been some great hitting the past 2 innings, giving us the lead now.
And the bullpen is being called on again by the Rams. Wesley Womack with 2 RBIs in each of his last 2 at-bats. Well, he had 3 RBI, in the 6th inning, and 2 more here in the 7th, so 5 ribbies on the day for Womack. And we'll have another pitching change back in just a moment for GC Baseball on Sports Radio 1450. Philadelphia Rams is Jonathan Gottschall, a sophomore from Reading, Pennsylvania. Another right-hander coming into the bullpen, from the bullpen. Gottschall has been in a couple of ball games already.
Yeah, he's got a 9 ERA so far. He's pitched in 2 different ball games, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 runs, only 5 runs, all 5 of them earned, 1 strikeout, giving up 2 doubles and a home run, and a .318 batting average against him.
So Almonte started and went into the 6th inning cruising before giving up a walk and a single, and he was replaced, and then the 3-run home run. And then the Bobcats pick on the 3rd pitcher of the contest, Kilgariff. And Womack will send another pitcher to the shower after the 2-run double. So Gottschall will be pitching for Philadelphia as he faces Brendan Holler. Holler with a triple in the 6th inning came around to score the tying run on the fielding error off the bat of Logan Maddox. The stretch and the pitch inside. Ball 1. Gottschall comes right over the top with his efforts.
Yeah, once again, another righty coming out of the bullpen with a lefty coming up, so you're wondering how many lefties they have that they can rely on out of the bullpen.
The stretch from the right-hander and the 1-0 pitch. Cut on and fouled back, and it's 1-1. Again, we'll have the first game of the doubleheader here on Sports Radio 1450 tomorrow. We'll have Georgia Tech basketball following that ball game. That's why we can't bring you the second contest, but it will be on YouTube. So they're stuck with us either way, Andrew, right?
Yeah, you get to hear us one way or another. That's why we put a doubleheader out there.
Gottschall steps off the rubber as he looks the runner back. 3 runs in the inning to break the deadlock. The Bobcats lead at 7-4 here in the 7th. Brendan Holler awaits the 1-1, way high with the pitch.
Looks like he tried to go with the off speed there, just couldn't get any movement on it, stayed up.
Holler came on to replace Josh Fellows as the DH for the Bobcats. The redshirt junior from Gilroy, California, tossed back to second and not in time as Womack beat the wrap. Brendan out of Mission College, his first year with the Bobcat program. The stretch and the pitch to him, he checks his swing, it's called a strike on the outside corner. Had a notion, but kind of gave up on it at the last second.
That was a nice pitch, though, getting it on the outside corner, and the umpire called it.
So it's 2-2 now. Holler hitting from the left side, spreads out at the plate. And here comes the pitch from Gottschall. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And Brendan is retired for the second out of the inning, excuse me.
Now batting, third baseman number 6, Cal Gentry.
Cal Gentry will come up looking for his first knock of the night. A fly ball to center, reached on an error by the shortstop and struck out swinging. So the freshman from Perry with a goose egg next to his name for the first time in a while.
Yeah. Let's see if he can turn it around here, get an RBI and a hit.
Two-seam fastball broke away. It's 1-0. Slightly open stance on that left side for Gentry. Now he'll spread it out a little bit more as he awaits the pitch. It's on the outside corner for a strike to square up the count at 1-1 with 2 out, a runner at second, 3 run in the 7th inning. And Gentry would like to add to that run total. Gottschall will step off the slab a little bit. Back away, now he's back on, and Gentry back in the box. The stretch, the look to second, the 1-1, way high at outside, 2-1. Gentry waves the bat, waits on the 2-1. And here it comes. And it's tapped to the right side. It'll get through. Base hit. Run will score with 2 outs. He was off and running. And Gentry comes up with a solid single to the right side. And the Cats now lead at 8-4.
There we go, just what we were talking about, getting a hit, getting the RBI also. First hit of the day, able to squeeze it right through the second base and first base, get that run in.
And for Cal, that's RBI number 8 on the year. It's about a 6-bounce ground ball to the right field.
Able to somehow find its way through the gloves of the first and second baseman.
That's right, they were converging on it. Ground ball to DeMaglia. The third baseman will gun over to first and just get Logan Maddox to end the inning. But what a profitable inning it was for the Bobcats. They put 4 on the board. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits in the inning. Strand a base runner. So after 7 full innings, the Bobcats lead at 8-4. Georgia College baseball on Sports Radio 1450. Kurtz Field, we go to the 8th inning. And Andrew, it was interesting you just brought it up that each team has had 2 very profitable innings, but the Bobcats have been more profitable, I guess.
Yeah, the first 2 innings for the Rams got 2 runs in each of them to get 4. But then these past 2 innings for the Bobcats, 4 runs in each inning, so double them up, 8-4 now. Your Bobcats have the lead.
And Brady Walsh with a chance to pick up the victory in relief as he came on to take the place of Charlie Hecht and got the last 2 outs of the 7th inning. Swing and a foul off to the Bobcat dugout side by David McTaggart, the shortstop. McTaggart 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts and a fly to left. Walsh rocks and deals high and away.
Just a bit outside.
Again so. 1-1 now on McTaggart. Almost straight up and down in the box on the left side. Hardly any movement with the bat. Swing and a miss. Might have chased a pitch out of the zone. And the count 1-2 now.
Yeah, it looked like he helped out Walsh a little bit on that one. Swinging at one in the right-handed batter's box.
The kick and the pitch from Brady outside. Tried to get him to chase one way out there, but nothing doing. McTaggart has the count even up at 2-2.
Yeah, tried to get him to go out there fishing again. Just one bite on that one.
He swings and lofts a soft fly ball into left center field, and Schmall will track it down. So a leadoff single for McTaggart as he gets his first base hit of the day. You're listening to WMVG Milledgeville or on the internet, country102fm.com, or internet streaming provided by Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind. Brandon Quaranta, the left fielder, stands in. Only had 1 official at bat, and he looks at a strike on the inside corner. Was hit by a pitch in the first inning to give Wells an at bat, and Wells responded with a 2-run homer. Quaranta with a walk in the 3rd and then a fly ball to left. Fastball outside, snap throw from catcher Purcell down the first is not in time. As McTaggart got back to the sack. It's 1-1. Bobcats with an 8-4 lead after being down 4-0 through the first 5 innings of play. The stretch and the pitch. Strike outside corner at the knees. Quaranta not quite sure about that one.
Yeah, it looked a little bit out, a little bit low, but umpire called it, so gotta be a strike.
Sweeping breaking pitch low and away. Nice stop by Purcell. He'll ask for a new baseball to work with. And the count evens up at 2-2. Nobody out, runner at first base. Rams trying to get something going late. Now Walsh will step off the rubber.
Be nice here if we get a ground ball and get double play working.
Walsh is ready. And the 2-2 pitch. Up high with a fastball. Above the cap. And it's 3-2.
Walsh try to bring some high heat there. Get him to swing at the high fastball.
Bobcat bullpen is occupied, but nobody's up and throwing right now. They're all gathered together with the coats on out there. 3-2 pitch is skied to center field. Coming in on it is Maddox. Long run for him. He rounds it off and makes the catch. He was playing very deep for the slugging left fielder and had to come in a bunch to get that fly ball.
Yeah, of course, playing a little deeper with the middle of the order up. And like you said, kind of shallower fly ball that he had to come in for. But wind's died down some, but it still hung up enough and hit high enough for him to get under it.
Well, here's a guy who had a big fly in the first inning, Stephen Wells. A 2-run home run to right field, and he looks at a strike on the outside corner. That's circled around the outside edge.
Yeah, nice off-speed pitch by Walsh.
1 out, 1 on. Wells would be a good double play candidate here. The 0-1 pitch, outside and high. It's 1-1.
Yeah, definitely being a bigger guy. Of course, batting cleanup, so.
Left-handed hitting, a big first baseman. Waits the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing and then went round on it, and it's 1-2. He saw that one coming in and made up his mind, and at the last second changed his mind.
Yep.
So 1-2 the count with 1 out and a runner at first base for Brady Walsh. Walsh with the set and the pitch. Got him swinging on a changeup, and that's the first strikeout for Brady. Make it the second strikeout, excuse me. Ended the 7th with a K. And Walsh just put that one right by Wells, who was looking for some heat, I guess, and got a changeup.
Yeah, Walsh has been working that outside part of the plate for the lefties very well, getting them to chase pitches. So, again, another outside pitch that able to get Wells to chase at.
And a check swing, but ruled a strike off the swing by Michael Melendez, the DH. He struck out his first 2 times up, then they had that memorable 5-6-3 ground ball in the 6th inning. That Brandon Benson got to show off his rocket arm.
Nice range, too.
Fastball nailed the outside corner at the knees. Melendez stood there watching it, and he's down in an 0-2 hole. McTaggart started the inning with a single and then a fly to center and a strikeout. And the 0-2 offering from Brady, a comebacker past the mound toward Benson. Benson will field and go to first and get him for out number 3. So the Rams are shut down here in the 8th inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. The Bobcats own an 8-4 lead. GC Baseball, Sports Radio, 1450. Got some changes coming. Pitcher of the game for the Rams of Philadelphia University. The Golden Rams are Tuesday.
Yeah.
These are just plain old Rams. For the Rams of Philadelphia University is Jake Goldberg, a junior from Morrisville, Pennsylvania.
Let's see what the stats are for him. I don't see any stats on him. It looks like this is going to be his first appearance.
So we'll see how Goldberg will respond in his first outing of his junior season. Not listed as a JUCO transfer, so comes right over the top with a fastball. Bobcats have plated 8 runs in the last 2 at-bats. 4 in each inning.
See if we can get 4 more this inning.
That'd be lovely. And Georgia College will start the action with Garrett Green, the second baseman.
Garrett's still looking for his first hit on the day.
Leading off the inning, second baseman, number 1, Garrett Green.
Yeah, Green fly to center in his first at bat, pop up to second in the 3rd inning. Another fly to center in the 5th, and a ground out to second in the 6th. So he's got the horse collar right now. A little time taken here as the home plate umpire made sure he had the new pitcher in his lineup card. And first pitch of the bottom of the 8th is in there for a strike, 0-1. Bobcats with 10 hits in the ball game now, as we're held with just 2 hits by the starting pitcher, Almonte. Checks his swing on a pitch that's down low. 1-1 now to Garrett Green.
Yeah, of course, when you score 8 runs in the past 2 innings, you got to got to get some hits in there also.
Yeah. We're really piling on the base knocks there in the 6th and 7th, and fastball misses away, 2-1. GC with a 3-run home run by Wesley Womack in the 6th, and then Womack had a 2-run double in the 7th inning. Benson also with an RBI in the 7th. That one's over but low, and it's 3-1. And GC took advantage of the lone error, or one of 2 errors rather, for the Rams. Came up at a big time to tie the ball game in the 6th inning. And the next pitch almost got him on the hands. Garrett Green gets a free pass to start the 8th for the Bobcats.
Yeah, great start, leadoff walk. Didn't have to do a whole lot up there, so I don't think he swung at all in any of those pitches.
Now Brandon Purcell. Brandon started the evening quietly with a fly to center, a walk, another fly to center, but then a triple in the 7th inning and a run scored later on. He had to get out of the way of that heat, and it's 1-0. Goldberg, pitcher number 5 for Coach Horvath rather, this contest.
Yeah, the bullpen really been getting a lot of work these past 2 innings.
Green with a slight lead at first. The 1-0 pitch, check swing, foul, back toward the Bobcat on deck circle. And it's 1-1 on Purcell.
And Purcell decided to change his mind at the last
Yep.
second, but
Well,
had the bat out there too far.
It appeared like it was out of the zone, and he was trying to not help the pitcher there, but the ball made contact with the bat.
Yeah, ball found the bat on that one.
Goldberg sets and deals over the top. It's low and away, and it's 2-1. Bobcats and Rams with a double dip tomorrow starting at noon. The set and the 2-1. Up high, ball 3. Green coaxed a leadoff walk here in the 8th inning, and now Goldberg has gone to 3-1 on Brandon Purcell.
Yeah, still trying to find the command with the first 2 hitters up so far.
Takes a look to first, then comes set. And pitches 3-1. And it's off the fist, going to dump into left center field, I believe. No, the shortstop's going to go back and make a nice play. McTaggart faded back. Thought it was going to get over his head, but a little pop fly for the first out.
Yeah, just a little too far in on the hands of Purcell, so he wasn't able to get a whole lot on the hit, and just hung up there for his shortstop, McTaggart.
Benson has a pair of hits in 3 official trips. He also walked and scored a run in the 6th inning. Drove in a run in the 7th, his 21st RBI of the year with a single to left. Down in the dirt, knocked around by McGee, just to the right of the left-hand hitter's box. Benson had one of those smashes that DeMeglio had a hard time even seeing before it got past him.
Probably barely saw it by the time it was already into left field.
Right down the middle, taken for a strike. 1-1 now the count on Benson. The fastball over the top is fouled out of play right side, back behind their dugout.
Goldberg finally ahead in the count now for once in these first 3 hitters.
Yeah, he's been struggling to get ahead. But now he has an opportunity to finish off Brandon Benson, but you're going to have to go to the well against Benson. The stretch and the pitch. He'll pop one foul out of play right side. Brandon had 4 runs batted in against Albany State on Tuesday.
Yeah, leading the team in RBIs on the season.
Benson awaits the pitch and swings and misses. Strike 3. That one a little bit high maybe out of the strike zone, but Benson offered in it anyway for the second out.
Yeah, high heat, one of the pitcher's best friends out on the mound, got Benson to chase.
Nate Small stands in one more time. We're in the 8th inning. The Bobcats own an 8-4 lead over Philadelphia. It was not looking good for 5 full innings. Small 1 for 3, make it 1 for 4. He'll send a weak ground ball to third. And the throw to first is not in time. Nate did a good job of getting down the line for the infield single.
Yeah, DeMeglio just kind of stayed back on that. That was it jammed in on his hands and just kind of waited for it to come to him. And Small was able to beat it out.
Now Clayton Ayers with another at bat. Clayton has a hit in 2 official trips, also a walk and a sacrifice bunt, the only sack of the day for GC.
That was a great bunt that he had
Almost
last inning.
Almost able to leg it out.
Throw beat him by about a step.
The set and the pitch to him. He'll pop it up in the left center field. Center fielder ranging well to his right, makes the grab for the third out. So that'll do it for the Bobcats. They threaten again but do not score. We'll go to the 9th inning. GC owns an 8-4 lead. Back in a moment for GC Baseball. Sports Radio 1450. Point. Try to get a winning streak going as well. With a win earlier this week against Albany State. Coach Horvath is out of the dugout talking with the home plate umpire. We may have some changes here for the Rams as they head to the plate here in the 9th inning.
Looks like we got a pitch hitter.
Yeah, Christopher Lorenzo, a sophomore infielder from Miami, comes up. So Lorenzo will lead off, hitting for Broadhag, the second baseman. And he takes ball 1. Brady Walsh on the mound stands to get the win here. He came on in relief of the Bobcat starter Charlie Hecht in the 7th inning.
See, Lorenzo's 0 for 2 in his 2 plate appearances on the season with 1 strikeout.
Looks at a pitch away, and it's 2-0. Brady deals. That one bounces to the plate. 59-foot fastball, and it's 3-0. And Brandon Purcell will trot out to talk to his pitcher. 8 runs on 11 hits for the Bobcats in airless baseball. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for the visiting Rams. And 4 of the 6 hits came in the first 2 innings when they put their runs on the board. Walsh has given up just 1 single after coming on. And there's a pitch taken for a strike, 3-1. Lorenzo, right-handed hitter, steps out of the box, gets some clay, and rubs it up against the hands and off the trousers. The 3-1 pitch, hit in the air to right center field. On his horse is Womack. He's there. He'll make the catch. Wesley came in and played it well. He's been challenged a lot tonight. All the outfielders have. They've earned their per diem.
Yeah, all the outfielders, both teams have been very busy. as we mentioned, lots of fly ball outs, so just continues for these last couple outs.
And DeMeglio was scheduled to hit here, but Paul McElroy is coming up, freshman outfielder from Southampton, Pennsylvania.
Looks like Philadelphia is trying to get a couple guys some plate opportunities.
Swung on, fouled off at the plate off the bat of McElroy. 1-1 now the count. Let's see if we've got any numbers on him.
0 for 1 and 1 at bat on the season.
You got 2 more games tomorrow. We may see more of these guys.
Yep, especially with doubleheader. Probably get a lot of guys moving in and out.
Fastball at the knees on the outside corner, and Walsh is ahead of the hitter 1-2. Only change for the Bobcats is the pitcher, and a swing and a miss. Might have changed up the speeds on him a little bit. And Brady Walsh with a strikeout, and the Rams are down to their final out.
Looks like we got another pitch hitter coming up here.
And they will send up this time number 8, Jeffrey Briggs, a senior utility player from Moorestown, New Jersey.
See, he's got a 125 average on the season. He's got 1 hit and 8 at-bats. He's played in 3 games, scored twice. He's got an RBI in the season also.
And he just got hit by the first pitch. Came in and bit him on the ankle. And Briggs will trot down to first base as he extends the game.
Let's see, do we have another pitch hitter, or are we back
It's
to our
very
normal?
possible.
Yeah.
Klusman was scheduled, and
It is Klusman.
It is Klusman, okay. Right fielder Klusman is 1 for 3. A double and a run scored in the second inning. A fly to right and a fly to left. 2 out with 1 on. First pitch swinging, lines it to right field for a base hit. As Klusman goes oppo on Walsh for the single, their 7th hit of the contest.
Looks like we're going to have a mound visit. Purcell's going to go out there and talk to Walsh. Just got 1 more out to go.
Briggs checking into second base on the single by Klusman. We'll go back to the top of the order. Joa due up, and looks like he will have a swing.
So he'll try and keep this game alive.
Joa singled in 2 runs back in the second inning. And Coach Belcher's coming out of the dugout very slowly for the Bobcats.
Do have someone warming up in the bullpen, but I think this is Walsh's game to finish.
Walsh again came on in the 7th inning after Charlie Heck had retired 16 batters in a row. He gave up a double to McGee. Walsh came in, got a fly ball and a strikeout to end the threat. Walsh gave up a single in the 8th inning, but nothing further after that hit. And has surrendered a single here in the 9th inning. Brady Walsh facing the left-handed hitting Joa. The stretch and the pitch. Fastball missed low, 1-0. The senior from Marietta and Pope High School trying to put a big old bow on this ball game. The right-hander stretches and pitches 1-0. Ground ball to the right side. Green goes down to one knee, gathers it in, throws him out. Ball game. Bobcats win it 8-4. GC coming off the deck and scoring 8 unanswered runs to get the victory. We'll be back to total it up right after a 60-second timeout. Georgia College Baseball on Sports Radio 1450.
Started out rough, but great way to finish.
That's right. They stayed the ball game.